Good evening, YouTube. Good evening. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa 914, Westchester County, New York. The original BT 1000 on these YouTube streets, aka the Jeeper Creeper on this shit, aka Lucy the Vampire, aka the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yo, I'm not gonna be up here that long. I just want to come up here real quick. I just want to come up here real quick and talk about a video. I don't do reaction videos, but I want to talk about Dr. Umar doing a video with Junior TKO. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Everyone knows who Dr. Umar is. Everyone on these YouTube streets and other social media platforms know who Dr. Umar Johnson is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Some of you know Tanya TKO is. And I don't mean no harm, you guys, but I'm going to have to say it. I'm going to have to say it. Tanya TKO is an OG in these YouTube streets. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I remember in 2015 looking at some of her videos at that time, and during that time, Cynthia G was popping, Tommy Sotomayor was popping, a lot of the OGs was popping on these YouTube streets. At that particular time, I think Tanya TKO had been on YouTube for 8 years. Now, this was back in 2015. I do remember she had already been on YouTube streets for 8 years. You know, this is 2025. She has been here for almost 20 years on these YouTube streets doing her commentary. Her commentary. She has a large following, a very large following. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. And I hate to say it, I just don't see a whole lot of modern day YouTube creators get ready to go down the same path she has went down, or Dr. Umar, or Tommy Sotomayor, or Cynthia G, or any of the ancient ones. I'm gonna put it like that: the ancient YouTube creators. I don't see none of y'all doing what has been done in the past. None of you. Not no female and not no male YouTube creators. I don't see it happening. Shout out to the chat. You got some people in the sector on this app got a lot of swag with them. Some people do have a lot of swag. Some people do have a lot of influence, but not like the ancient OG YouTube creators. The shit that's going on YouTube streets now wasn't happening back then. At least I don't remember it happening. I don't remember nobody taking nobody to court. I don't remember nobody doxing nobody. I do remember certain YouTube creators coming off this app and getting busy and certain things happening in real life. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, but time goes by so fucking fast, so very quickly. Time rushes by like nothing. You know what I mean? Because 2015, I was what? In my 40s? Yeah, I was in my early 40s. Because now I'm what, 52 years old? So I've been on YouTube for a little while. I haven't been on these YouTube streets very long, but I've been here long enough to know who was here way before any of these new YouTube creators are now. Because basically most of you are new. Most of you been here, what, 3 years, 4 years, And some of you trying to act like you've been here 10 years, 20 years. You haven't been here that long. A lot of you have not been here that long. Some of you have been here for quite some time. Some, not all. Some, not all. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. But that's one thing I have to say. Just wanted to come up here real quick and put that out there. Shout out to the chat. All this craziness that we got going on in this sector, it's crazy. We got people. I'm gonna tell you like this: we got people in the sector that don't belong in the sector, that should have been kicked out of this sector a long time ago. I don't care what they were talking about. I don't care what kind of money they had flowing in and out of their bank account. It wasn't enough. If you don't have the same type of money that Michael Jackson or Oprah Winfrey or Whoopi Goldberg or nobody like that, if you don't have the same type of money that the old time banks have, you don't have no money. You're broke. You're broke. We got a lot of YouTubers on this app in the sector talking about they got this, they got that, blase, blah. You have nothing. If you don't have the same money that Michael Jackson had, Prince, Tina Turner, Patti LaBelle, Oprah Winfrey, you don't have any money. If you don't have the same type of money that Madonna has, or the Cranberries, or Ozzy Osbourne, you don't have any money. If you don't have the same type of money, the Roxboroughs or any of the elites have, you don't have any money. You don't have no real influence. That's why I keep saying we are ghosts in this sector. We don't know each other personally. We don't know each other. We know of each other. We know what each other look like when we camera up. Shout out to the chat. But yeah, I just want to come up here real quick and say that. Come up real quick and say it. Because there's a lot of you perpetrating that you are OGs on this app. A lot of you are perpetrating that you are OGs in the sector. And I know the truth. Been knowing. I just don't say what I know all the time. And I have my own opinion about people in the sector. I do. And a lot of people don't like it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. Because I noticed that a lot of people will not even have conversations with me on this app. Not like the way they want to. They keep their mouths closed. They become silent like mice in a church. They are silent partners in crime. Not my crime, because I would never do anything with any of you in the sector. And get caught up and have a co-defendant? Oh, hell no. Hell no. If I was to commit a crime today or tomorrow, I would not want to be involved with anyone in this sector committing a crime. Because I know I would have a co-defendant, and that person will probably get 5 years in prison while I get 20. Hell to the fuck no. Shout out to the chat. And that's reality. That's reality. Shout out to the ghost whisperers. Those that are hiding in the bushes. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming over. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate your view. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, we got some real bona fide OGs in this sector of YouTube. But they do other kind of content. That's why we don't hear about them. That's why we don't see them every day. They're not going to be stupid like a whole lot of y'all in this sector. They're not. They're not. You get a lot of times people get jealous of those people. People get jealous of the real, true, ancient OGs. I call them the ancient YouTube creators. Ain't nobody gonna touch their numbers. Ain't nobody gonna get the audience that they got. Ain't nobody gonna pull in the numbers that they get. Ain't nobody gonna make the certain amount of money that they make. Nobody. Look at Hassan Campbell. He came on these YouTube streets like a storm, like a hurricane. Now you hardly ever hear his voice as much anymore. You hardly hear it. You hardly hear him say anything. It's almost like a whisper. It's almost like he never came on these YouTube streets. But people like Tanya TKO, Cynthia G, Tommy Sotomayor, Dr. Umar, Tariq Nasheed. It's a few. It's a few I can name off the top of my head that are still here around these social media platforms that are still here, that still have influence. Shout out to the chat and shout out to those that have been here for quite a while, a long time actually, a long time on these YouTube streets. Shout out to them. We watched Cynthia G go through what she went through being on these YouTube streets. She recently got back everything that she lost. They tried to take down her channel. The channel came back stronger than ever. But you don't hear as much from her anymore like the way we used to. Tanya TKO, same thing. Tommy Sotomayor on Rumble. There's a few others that's still around. After all these years, after all these fucking years, time goes by so quickly, so fast. I can't even say to myself, where did the time go? How fast did it go? Why did it go so fast? It happens because life keeps lifing. We keep living, whether we be on YouTube or not, whether we be on social media or not. Life keeps lifing. Life keeps passing us by. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. I'm out of here. Y'all have an awesome evening. I hope everyone has a awesome week for the rest of the week. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. Peace.